tough decision on their hands now. And excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get them over the hump. One thing this team's gonna need is some leaders, and they've got one right here.
You don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks, and good. Join me. One thing, good vibes only. I'ma fill my cup.
Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front, or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position? Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Oh, no question that this guy's going to grade out as a huge impact over what was there before. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon? So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? The Vikings have already been heard from in this draft. Now, here's a chance to have a second player go. Whoever's making the final decision here might have a coordinator in each year. Do you go offense or defense? Boy, you talk about a talented player. This guy's one of the best around. And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster.
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. Not too much surprise to see Green Bay players in high. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.
For too long to give up.
Oh, I tell you, you're not going to get too far in this competition without a superstar or two. And this guy right here certainly fits that billing.
But these boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us.
Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need?
We only taking what was ours.
And these guys are going to get themselves a great player here. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. Two words here: difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
I was on missions, I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building. Taking our time, we was just yielding. We was just chilled away from these haters. Know they be watching like.
Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
Delays, this is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later.
These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need?
Hope the Lord save us away from these haters. Hope the Lord save us away from these snakes, away from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks. Wait, I need cakes. How long can we wait? Come on,
Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be clamoring for a skill player. But do you listen to him or go after someone who can help you up front? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot?
So you better not be the one to doubt her. 'Cause we gon' blow.
A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here?
We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. We've just gotten started here, and already these guys have been handed and this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Oh, did they get themselves a player here or what? Instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact you. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
I don't even worry about tomorrow. It might be some money. It might be okay. I don't know where I'm gonna be tomorrow.
This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? And there's a pick that'll certainly help. Maybe not an impact signing, but you're not going to hit a home run every round. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Always a tough decision, offense or defense. It's all about finding the right balance when you're putting a team together. One Seahawk's been taken already. Could there be a second to go? I'm not sure that this selection is going to provide a huge punch, but he's at least a guy that does have some upside. And now is where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn of the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here.